You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Michael Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
Welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge, and thanks for joining me on another podcast on business. Do you know what the WBT stands for? Wealth, Business, and Taxes. That's what it stands for. Today we're going to talk about business coaching and why you need a business coach. I will be right back.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And I am back. And it's good that you're here with me. I like this time when you and I can get together and we can talk about various issues and business issues and political issues and every issue that I want to talk about and you get to listen to. Kind of selfish of me, isn't it? Listen, if you have any topic you want me to talk about on businesses or taxes or anything, on mediation, on whatever topic that you would like for me to cover, send me a text at 818-252-5682 and tell me what you would like to cover, and I will do it for you. Because I'm that kind of a person. So, I'm a business coach, and I do consulting work, and I do mediation work. So I cover a whole gambit of professional services. And one of them is we need to talk about is business coaching. Life coaching is good too if you need a life coach and kind of get you back on track and set some goals for yourself. I do that also, but I do a lot of business coaching. And that's what I really love to do. When I first started Lodge & Company, that's all I did was consulting work. And I love to go into every single new business or company or individual's house and see exactly what they were trying to do business-wise. And then kind of guide them along and consult with them and get them into compliance issues so that they're complying with all the regulations that are out there. That's more on the consulting side. But on the business coaching side, this is where I get to sit back and guide individuals who are trying to start up a business or are kind of stuck in their current business, or they've just lost the enthusiasm for what they used to have in doing the business. So I love business coaching. And I want to give you a kind of a professional term as to what business coaching is. A good explanation. So I'm going to read this, okay? So a business coach will assist and guide the business owner in running a business by helping them clarify the vision of the business and how it fits with their personal goals. Business coaching is a process used to take a business from where it is now and where the business owner wants it to be. So, in other words, a lot of individuals who are running their business, they lose sight of what their vision is. And so they need to call in a second eye and say, come on, get me back on track because I've lost my direction. I used to know what it was, but now I've got children and I've got mortgages and I've got bills and I've got conflict and I've got all sorts of different things hitting me in life, in my business life, and I need help. And sometimes you just can't do it all yourself. You try to find a mentor, but listen, mentors are very difficult to find that has the experience in running businesses, who have started a business from scratch and built it to where it should be today. And so you need to find that individual who has that experience. Now, Here's a good example. You know what? When you're trying to learn piano, you get a piano teacher that helps you along the way. If you are trying to improve in your baseball game, you get a coach to come in to help you. Well, the same analogy can be used for business coaching, because our duty to you as a business coach is to guide you along the way. It's a process of engaging in regular, structured conversations with our clients that we do every few weeks or every week. Sometimes people want weekly sessions. Some people want monthly sessions. But it's that process of getting people back on the road to where they used to be on and motivating them to continue forward. It's an interesting thing that I see with a lot of businesses that will call me and say, I don't know where I stand at the moment. I just don't get it anymore. I don't know how to read the financials. I don't know how to remain in compliance with tax rules. I don't know how to start up another side of my business that I want to. They've lost track because they've been so focused on everything that is pushing at them and pulling at them and pounding on them. So a business coach is a really good way to get a second eye to come in and kind of help you and guide you along the way. So the question's always asked, well, why do I need to hire a business coach? I mean, what exactly does a business coach do? That's a question that, if I'm at a party or if I'm at a dinner, a business coach, what in the world do you do? Well, a business coach, they kind of serve as both trainers and mentors, training businesses or business owners and people trying to start up a business in the skills that they need to be successful in their business, and serving as a source of information so that when they have questions that they can come to the business coach and guide them along the way. And so almost every coach that's out there, business coaches work to refine the client's talents. You're trying to hone their goals, guide their decisions, and do everything else that they can do to ensure that their business is successful. And the way that the process works is that the business coach is in a learning process himself, because he's trying to learn everything about your business, about your brand, from its value propositions to its target customers, to the challenges it will face, and then the aspect of business beyond. And then once we have learned everything that we can about your business, then we'll next want to learn more about your vision for your company and the goals that you have for it. Remember, I'm always talking to you about, about sitting down at the beginning of the years and writing out your vision and writing out your plan of action, goals for the year. I think there's only 3% of Americans who really do that. And it's such a vital process because you need to be able to say, okay, this is what I'm setting my goals to be. It's not a New Year's resolution, so put that out of your mind. It is setting a plan of action of what you need to do to get things done throughout the course of the year. Now, you're going to adjust and you're going to tweak things along the way, because in business, things change quickly and you need to be able to roll with the punches. But you have a plan of action, and you include that change in your plan of action. And, every company is unique. Every business owner is unique. Every business owner has its own vision, and that's unique also. And the business coach will need to know whether you are wanting to turn your business into a viable or livable business with a livable income for you and your family, or a multi-million-dollar corporation. That's what he wants to know. That's what I want to know. And then the business coach will work with you to set beneficial and attainable goals for you and your team. That's what a business coach does. Now, there are some business coaches, such as myself, that I get a little bit more involved. Because since I am an accountant and since I am a finance guy, I want to be able to sit down and look at your company financial story and see what your goals are and if you've attained those goals. And that's where the questions begin. We begin to look at the whole financial statement together and start to learn exactly what you've done in your financials and in your business to make it a stronger business. That's why I keep saying you need to know your financials. As a business coach and consultant, I'm telling you, if you don't know your financial story, you're not going to be able to tell it to investors. You're not going to be able to explain it to your staff. You're not going to be able to explain it to bankers or whoever else needs to know your financial story. If you don't know your financials, then you're failing as a leader, because you need to know what is going on, what areas you need to tweak, what products are not making it, and why. Then the question is why. But you can tell that all by your financial statement. And I tell you, when you get to the balance sheet tells me exactly how much debt you have sitting out there and how we need to work on getting that debt down. A lot of times when people look at the financial statements, they say, how come I'm losing so much money? It looks like my expenses have gone up. And a lot of times the expenses have remained the exact same number as last year. It's that your revenue went down. So the question is, why did your revenue go down? So a business coach can guide you through this process, asking the who, what, where, and whys. You remember that in school? When you were writing in journalism, it was always the who, what, where, and why. And that's the exact same question we need to ask as a business coach to our clients and get the answers to it. I hate to see any company that has a huge amount of debt, because at any moment in time, that debt can be called in. So I get very upset when I see people bragging online that they've made these millions and millions of dollars in real estate. However, they fail to tell you that there's millions and millions of dollars of debt tied to that real estate, and that they really don't actually own the real estate until all that debt is paid off. They fail to bring up that information. Debt, I don't like debt. I hate debt. Business coaches are vital to anybody who wants to guide their company along. And it really helps. The business coach is able to make the lives of owners much less stressful, which is a priceless benefit in itself. If you can reduce your stress by talking things out and getting goal-oriented and setting goals for yourself and for the company, you can remove so much stress because you know what path you're going to go on. Because you were off the path before you called the coach. So I really want you to think about this. And if you need a business coach, send me a text at 818-252-5682 and say, help, I need a business coach. Or just say, hey, can I ask you a question? And I'll be more than willing to help you and tell you what a business coach can do for you, and ask any questions that you have concerns about. Again, the corporate text number, by the way, all of our texts are maintained in a database so that we can pull them up at any given time and talk to the client of, hey, this is what you've said before and this is where we're going. So, again, it's 818-252-5682. Let's talk. Let's get it done. This is Mike Lodge. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
This is produced by Michael Lodge, fully focused on content.